start with the story. Like, I really do want to know the story. I don't necessarily need the nuts and bolts of the songwriting story. I kind of just want to know more like your personal inspiration.
Yeah. So the song, it was actually originally a song that was called God If Possible. And the night before I had actually gone into the writer's room to write the song, I was dealing with some really bad anxiety, and I had a panic attack, and I just felt God leading me to the piano. And I wrote out a little chorus that I was like, okay, I'll bring this into the writer's room tomorrow, because I just felt like it was a gift from God in that moment. It had really calmed me down in a moment of panic. And so we went in and we wrote a song, and the part that I had initially meant to be the chorus, it turned into the bridge of a song called God If Possible. And it's that I pray for your healing, that circumstances would change, that part of the song that most people know. I decided after we had written that song, I was going to post that part to TikTok. It's just a part of the song that felt like it had really, been something I needed in the moment when I wrote it out. It was a prayer that I needed to pray over myself in order to, feel relief and to feel the presence of God. And so I was like, you know what, maybe there's at least one person out there who could resonate with this as well. And so I posted a little clip to TikTok, and I didn't even go back in to check on it until like hours after I had posted it. And the video had reached a lot of people.
Awesome.
And so when I saw how it was resonating with people, it just kind of like blew me away, because I knew that I needed those words, but I didn't know how much someone else was going to end up needing those words. And, people were saying, like, those are the words that I can pray over my, loved one who's in the hospital, or I can pray over my broken relationship, whatever they were going through, whatever circumstances that they were facing, it was something that they needed. And so I went back in later on, and after, my label had seen kind of the reaction of this song, they were like, maybe you should rewrite a song that is in Jesus' name, a prayer, like an actual like prayer song, because the original song was more of like an up-tempo, like different song. And so I ended up having a very similar kind of like encounter with the Lord, where I was having anxiety, and I wrote out the verses of the song next. And it just felt like this was a gift from God. Like, this song was not from anything that I ever could have done on my own, but it really was just words that I needed to be spoken over my own life that God had given to me. And it was amazing. Honestly, I'm so in awe of God every single moment that this song, is reaching people, because it reached me and it touched my own heart. And so we ended up finishing the song. And I went back. I have a prayer journal, and that is originally where the song kind of stems from. It's just my prayer life, and I write in a prayer journal. And I decided to go back into one of my prayer journals, and I started highlighting this prayer. I started highlighting lyrics of the song that were just right there. Like, it was the coolest thing I've ever seen. I was like, this is a full circle moment with God, because I was praying this over myself for the last 2 years. And now, again, it's something that I get to pray over other people. And I think that's the greatest gift that God could probably ever give, is just the gift of, his word and the truth, and that he does bring healing, and that circumstances will change in time, even when it doesn't happen the way that we think it's going to happen, or the way that we want it to happen. God always shows up in those moments. So that's
awesome.
where the song came from.
I love it.